you all very much. I'll try to talk for 90 seconds, but certainly not past whatever time is listed. First off, just saying while I was sitting, I got to read through this. Is a terrific journal, it really is, with lots of key issues that face us, so I'll take it with us. Here's certainly to that. And thanks for having me. You probably know this, but you're a very serious group, because nearly everywhere else I go over the next 6 weeks, I'll take a penguin or a cheetah, and they love it. They're like, whoa. And this, they're saying, no, you're not allowed to. And that wasn't because of the Presbyterians, it's because of the solemnity of the League of Women Voters. And you have to herald a group of women voters that let guys in, even as chairs. The world's changed, hasn't it? Anyway, we are up again. In this case, issue 2, as the saying goes, vote yes on 2. It supports the zoo, and it won't raise your taxes. On the side, you might have seen me using my fingers. This is the 8th Levy campaign that I've been a part of. It all began as a campaign in 1982. And I don't know if anybody here is as old as I am and remembers the zoo prior to 1982, but you can certainly argue that the support of Hamilton County taxpayers and voters and residents is what began the great renaissance of our zoo. We're the second oldest zoo in America. We were founded in 1873. We've been open since 1875. We have 3 buildings on the National Historic Register. Now that may sound charming if it was a church, but imagine buildings that animals have been living in and pooping in and need to be cared for with hoses in for over 100 years. I mean, you talk about a major maintenance phenomenon. And the levy helps support basic zoo services. So care and feeding of animals, care of our garden, and maintenance of our facilities. Most of you probably have been to the zoo. How many have been to the zoo in the last 6, 7 years since I've been director? You've probably seen some changes. We're on a roll. We're very fortunate. The people of this town love this zoo. We had a party for 2,600 people on Friday night outdoors in 3 inches of rain. And every single person that I saw there came up and said, you know what, my family loves this zoo. Now think of a bunch of hard business folks from downtown who even talk about loving anything, especially in the driving rain in a tent with 2,600 people where it felt like a swamp because of the humidity. So we are fortunate to be beloved. The background on the levy. It is a renewal, it won't raise taxes. In fact, it's a slight reduction. Unfortunately, the last time when we voted for 0.46 in 08, it was to provide $7.2 million per year. Because of all sorts of machinations about how money's counted through the state and different things, it's actually down to about $6.8 million per year. That's 22% of our annual budget this year, which is a tremendous reduction in percentage over time. When the levy first started in '82, it was, for the first 10 years, 41% of our operating budget. And over time has been reduced as the zoo's grown, down to 22%. But that 22% is essential for a bunch of reasons. Zoos are for everybody. In fact, I saw every single hand go up of who's been to the zoo, and you can meet people on metro buses or you can meet them down at the opera, and everybody has an experience with the zoo. Keeping the zoo affordable for all families is important. We have a wide variety of community programs that, since we're affordable, it works out for everyone. We receive far more private funding than any other zoo that's in the top 40 zoo in America. Most zoos receive all of their capital funding through taxes, either sales taxes, bond issues, or regional taxes. In our case, we raise all our capital money privately. So the levy is very important to both our survival and our thriving. Zoos, like other institutions, represent the town they're in, the spirit of the town they're in, and just like Xavier University or the Cincinnati Reds, we're sort of a mid-major playing with the big boys. I don't know if you get National Geographic magazine, but we're in this month's issue, the Photographic Collector's issue. Big articles on zoos, captive breeding, endangered species. Only 3 zoos are featured: Cincinnati Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, and the Bronx Zoo. So to give you an idea of what that looks like, San Diego Zoo's budget this year, $340 million. Bronx Zoo's budget this year, $187 million. Cincinnati Zoo, $30 million. So to play on the field with those guys is exactly like the Reds going to the playoffs and playing people like the Dodgers, who have the second biggest payroll there is. So we're proud to be the Cincinnati Zoo right here in the heart of Cincinnati, right in Avondale, and the levy's important to us and it won't raise taxes. It is issue 2, and we're very concerned about our campaign just because if you listen to the radio or read the paper, we're in a very tumultuous anti-tax time. but this levy's been around for more than 30 years and it won't raise taxes.